And primarily being a lot of the field stone that they have
Yeah.
contains moisture.
Yeah.
And when you heat them, they explode. Okay?
Exciting.
Some of them crack, but some of them explode. So consequently, I use genuine lava rock. Um,
Yeah.
so basically, 16 inches deep. The size of the imu is determined by the amount of food that you're going to cook. That determines the width and the length and everything. In this imu, Shelly played it smart this year. Pork roast for this party, pork roast was about $1 a pound. To buy a pig so that you could see a pig come out of the imu was $3 a pound. So basically, we've got over 40 pounds of pork roast in here, and a 20-pound turkey. We have some of your regular Irish potatoes, and we have some sweet potatoes, and I even have some breadfruit that we cook in the imu. What you can cook in the imu is basically unlimited. It's just about anything. And as far as the cooking times is determined by how hot the fire is, the types of food that you're cooking. Determines how long you leave it in. Here in Hawaii, what we do is, again, I learned from my grandfather, the banana tree and the tea leaves here that you see in the background and all the banana trees. What we would normally do when we're going to do an imu, we could cut down a banana tree. The trunk of the banana tree is cut into about 18-inch pieces, and it's smashed and shredded. The banana tree, for those of you that do not know, is full of moisture and it's fibrous. So you can actually cut through a banana tree with a machete or a cane knife. So we shred the trunk of the banana tree. When the imu is ready, we would level the lava rock, the bed of lava rock. We would use some of the shredded trunk of the banana tree over that. There's quite a bit of moisture in that. Then we would put a bed of banana leaves, and then we put tea leaves also on it. If we were doing a pig, in preparation, what we would do is I have some tongs, not here, because here, if you leave them laying around, they are like gold. They would be gone. I have a pair. My grandfather worked for the railway, the Hilo Consolidated Railway, when there was a railway up until 1946. And back in those days, the railways had blacksmiths. So he had the railway blacksmith make him a set of imu tongs to pick up the hot lava rock. I have that set of tongs with me in Canada. I have a pair that I had a blacksmith in Canada make for me here. The pair in Canada gets handed down to my son and my grandson and so on. Okay, they're, as far as I'm concerned, priceless. But what we would do is we would take some of the flatter rocks in the thicker parts of the hog, in the front shoulders and in the hams, we would make cuts. And we would put some of the hot lava rock in there, as well as some lava rock in the center cavity of the thing. We make fashion a basket of 1-inch mesh chicken wire and put that in there, and we put it into the imu that way. Here with the food that we're cooking today, we just have them in aluminum pans, basically. Okay. So, but basically, once the imu is ready, you would make sure the bed of rock is level. You put some of the shredded banana tree trunk, some banana leaves, some tea leaves. Put the food on. Then you put more banana leaves on it and tea leaves, and then cover with wet burlap, and then a tarp, a wet tarp. Okay, the combination of heat and the moisture from the greenery and from the wet burlap sacks, and if you close it in like we have, you generate steam. And so in essence, we have a large combination barbecue pressure cooker. And so consequently, we can cook a whole pig in 5 or 6 hours. And 100, 150 pound pig is no problem. You can cook it right through in that short of time. I don't know, is there, basically in Canada, by the way, in Canada, I don't have the luxury of the tea leaves and the banana leaves.
So you improvise.
I improvise, and the way that we improvise is I go to the local supermarket and I go to the produce manager and ask him when they do the trim, when they trim the heads of lettuce and cabbage to put it out for retail sales, they take the outer leaves off. Well, they keep me cases of those outer leaves and corn husk when corn is in season. And that is what I use. The term for a covering in Hawaii, the Hawaiian word for it is hali'i. A hali'i is a cover, whether it be the green cover or the burlap cover, but hali'i is a cover. And so basically, in Canada, I have to use what I can get. One spring, I couldn't get any corn stalks, or the produce manager could not keep me anything, and there was a green field of alfalfa there. And I went and talked to a farmer, and I cut alfalfa and put it on, and it worked great too. If somebody had pakalolo, that would probably work. Different flavor.
And you couldn't find anything here.
I have to say, I wasn't looking.
We don't grow in this neighborhood any
No less.
or no less.
So anyway, does anyone have any questions? Dig? You know, before I dig, we're gonna do one more thing. I had several years ago, I asked a friend of mine from Hilo if he could find me a poo. A poo is a conch shell.
Yeah.
And I wanted a conch shell for some of the things that I do in Canada. And he told me at that time, he said, our poo has been so overfished that there's very few poo. He said, if you want a poo, I will make you one. The following week, and he was entertaining at that time at the Palace Theater on their Wednesday daily shows there. The following week, when I went in, he reached over my shoulder and handed me the most beautiful poo. Not this one. I treasure that one, and it's in Canada also, and I use it there. But what he did was he was a professional in the art of the ohe. The nose flutes. He made all his own nose flutes and he sold them, and he was able to make poos out of bamboo. And this is what they sound like. And you know, all through the centuries, the Jewish peoples all throughout Asia, all over the world, people use some sort of a horn in order to communicate, in order to get messages across. And here in Hawaii, we have basically a protocol of the poo. And if you could just bear with me, please. Susan, would you, please?
The protocol of the poo is blowing to the 4 compass points. The sun rises in the east, where a new day and a new hope has begun. The sun goes down in the west, hopefully after a good productive day with great achievements. To the north, we salute the North Star, the big bright star that guides us. To the south, we acknowledge the people from the South Pacific, our forebears who came to Hawaii. And now upwards, we honor Keakua, our Heavenly Father, and also you, our guests.
That is a protocol of the poo. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open this up and we're gonna put the food that we cooked onto this board. We'll take it up. Everything else is ready for you. So as soon as we get up there, You gonna be saying a blessing up there, or where are you gonna do it, Father David?
Alrighty.
No, I said we could ask.
David would work fine too.
Okay.
David's
Okay. Yeah, we'll wait until we get up there so that everybody else can take. And by the way, I meant to greet you with aloha and welcome to Uncle David's imuhali.
Very nice.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Okay. You fellas all know that we have. You can't dig into it. Scrape it off, please. And David, we can just fill that in the back of you.
Okay.
Okay.
You could see the steam off the dirt. Young monk.
Look at the steam coming off already.
If you guys, that ain't goes off.
Picture there.
Oh man.
Look at it. Steam coming out.
No smoke out.
All the years he's done this, I thought
Warm, I
carry
bet.
something and make it still keep.
Just feel the heat now.
Yeah. how can you keep the
Oh
fire
man.
going?
That's where the lava rock does its job.
Yeah. Lava rock.
Otherwise, you need another foot of coal.
Yeah.
Henry, what are you gonna dance for?
Entertainment halftime.
He'll sing, but he won't
I
dance.
don't think I can out Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Don't sell yourself short. That's right.
You gonna get that?
Could be rain coming in. Feel the heat.
A little box I go in. That's what happened. That's why all my heat is coming.
Yeah.
So this was Shelley's idea not to do the pig, huh? I thought David was saying it was his idea.
I was gonna say, getting the steam
That's all that money in the bones. You gotta clean it off the bones.
How's the steam feel back there?
If you didn't have a shooter to go get the pigs that are harassing some of our people's yard kids.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not sure. I'll get one of those things for you. Francis had steamed up.
Yeah.
No. Just let it go.
Plastic gallon.
Just let it go.
Sorry.
Just don't worry. Just pull some of that, more of that dirt back, please.
Yeah.
It is now.
Mm-hmm.
Susan, can you find the end?
I kind of get that.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Banana.
Oh man.
You got it up? What?
You can just smell it.
Okay, just pull the sides of it.
If I can get them flat, yeah. I don't know about the rounded ones.
Which way are you going with
No,
this?
we're going that way.
Going this way?
No, that's what
Just put it on the dirt.
That's steam hot.
The potatoes that escaped.
Oh no.
Behind you. The bread is
There's a potato.
behind your right foot.
Put it in at 10.
Oh,
What happened?
think
Lost the
about away
potato.
on me.
A runaway.
Thank you.
Oh,
Things are slippery and wet.
Just about.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Loaded. Looks like all people. It might be. Like that.
Oh, geez, that's a juice.
Juice. There you go. You could have been chicken. Chicken wire.
This morning, we put the food in at 9 o'clock.
Watch it, there's going to be stuff.
I know the juice of the juice. Yep. Where do you want to go top of this one?
Yes.
That's a breadfruit?
The breadfruit are definitely going to have some meaty taste. Those your breadfruit?
What the?
David, those your
A little Easter egg.
From when they got the corner.
Tracy.
Or a big Easter egg.
Tracy's over there, yep.
You know where,
Thank you, Tracy.
Oh, did he? Oh, they like them. Oh.
Why I had to clean it and
Wow.
like carry it around the wheel. He moved back here. I said, well, what's the point of bringing them back? But I do some of the barbecue and stuff now. Sophie always get on.
That's for the Tony Robbins walker.
Yeah.
You don't want to walk barefoot across that now. I'll follow. Fire walking.
Yeah, what will happen while we're up having supper, being that we've allowed oxygen to get in now, it will flare. And so that's the reason I removed some of it. Because the fire department does know that we're doing this. And I don't want to have to call them.
I mean, they're waiting for an invite.
I know. So if you want to go on up, David, if you maybe speak with Shelley if you would when you get up there and get the grace done, and we'll get this food up there.
I'll let you do the grace, David. You do the grace, please.
You want to?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yep.
You want to be here with us?
Are you going to be able to carry it?
Thank you so much for the explanation.
Oh, you're welcome.
Excellent.